Yes, guys, we're live. We're back for another watch along. It's the biggest game from Matchday 2. It's it's Spain versus Germany. Right, come and join us as we watch the biggest footballing nations, and tipped as one as underdogs and both as underdogs, but always someone to consider in the World Cup. Let's see how they get on. Let's do this.
Premier League champions 2016, Leicester City.
Hope to see you soon. Well done. Bye bye.
Gazzola, Giroud again. Joe Wilson. It's Gerrard. That's a great strike. McCracken getting closer. Centre. It's Bergkamp. That's magnificent. Van Persie arriving. Oh, what a goal! What a goal by Robin Van Persie!
Yes, guys, welcome back to SFeatleyTV, and also big up to King's Football Show as well. We are live on both platforms at the minute, and we are bringing you our watch along between Spain versus Germany, Group E, Matchday 2 in the FIFA World Cup 2022, in Qatar, in the Bayt Stadium. I think that's how you say it, isn't it? If not, I do apologise. Before anyone comes at me with anything, but make sure you're smashing that like button. Make sure you are smashing that subscribe button as well. Put the poll into SFeatleyTV's chat. Who will win this game? Spain versus Germany. Will it be Spain? Will it be Germany? I've also pinned the StreamYard link to come on and have your say. Big up the sports capital as well. Right, big up anyone that comes in and watches. You know, I always appreciate any of you guys coming in to watch my videos, to watch my content. I really do. Yeah, man, this is gonna be fun, man. This is gonna be fun. I'm telling you, it's gonna be fun. Right, I'll see what's gonna happen here. I see Spain edging out as winners. It'll be a very tight game, but I see Spain. Mate, don't get my glasses out, bruv. Don't let me get my sunglasses out, bruv. Like, let's just not. Like, remember who's top? This silly shirt is top of the league, bruv. This silly shirt is top of the league. Actually, where is my sunglasses? I don't know where we'll find them. No, can't find them anywhere. That's typical. When you want them, you can't find them. You can't find. Oh, there they are. There you are. Right, that shirt and these sunglasses are top of the league, bruv. Right, top of the league. Well, I think we're top of the group of Group B as well, bruv. Top of Group B. I think we're top of Group B, aren't we? Let me have a look at Group B. Play 2. Yeah, we're top of Group B, and I'm top of the Premier League. I'm loving life. Gotta love life when you do things like this. Mate, gotta love life. Spain versus Germany. I'm gonna give you the lineups as well. Let's hope Spain wins. Still haven't beaten us this season. Mate, is that, what do you want, a fucking medal? You want a trophy? I can give you a trophy. Like, are you like Tottenham's mentality? Oh, but we beat you at 3-1, but you're still behind us. Like, so what? in the end, we're top of the league. You're fighting fourth. There you go. Facts. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, bruv. Like, if you wanna, yeah, get the sunglass emojis out. Let's get them out. If you wanna worry about beating us this season, yeah, you could beat us home and away this season. If we finish winning the league, mate, I couldn't care if you beat us home and away. It's like how Leicester won the league and everyone's going, but we beat them home and away. Who cares? Leicester won the league. It's the same here. If I win the league, I couldn't care if you beat us home and away. I couldn't care. Right? There you go. Right, there you go. We'll wait and see. Don't know what I'm doing with Talk tomorrow, but I'm probably doing a watch along with him, depending on which game. If I might have to change the schedule a bit if I have to. So I want to be doing stuff with Talk for ages. He's got his own channel, Football versus Cancer. So make sure you go over there, give him a sub. Does the same what this channel does basically. Watchalongs, content, Premier League football content, and all to raise money for cancer. So I don't know if it's just cancer in general or a particular type of cancer. But cancer. Yes! Hashtag the emojis, bruv. The sunglass top of the league emojis, right? The top of the league sunglasses, right, is out in full effect. I can see Manny trying to get in, but unfortunately his device is not connected. Big up, Matthew. I hope you're doing well. So I'm gonna share the screen quickly. I'm gonna bring Manny in just a sec. Just gonna quickly share the screen as well. Manny, how you doing?
Yeah, good, thank you. And I'm glad I'm able to join you for this clash, which will be obviously the most, you could say, pivotal or tumultuous of the day's play, because if Germany lose, they are out. And don't put it beyond Germany to get a result, because although Spain did look threatening, did look magnificent against Costa Rica, these European opponents, I think Germany might have a measure of how to tackle them and cope with them. The only problem is recent form between the two teams hasn't been good. But, you know, when Argentina lost against Saudi Arabia, they made it clear that the next two matches would be cup finals, and this is exactly what Hansi Flick is saying.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, now they're cup finals for Germany. They've got to win both of them, or at least win one of them and get a draw. But like, if Germany win, any team from Group E could go through. Any team, like, that's gonna be mad. That's gonna be a mad day. Like, that is it. The fans in the stadium have got their phones out permanently on the radio. Like, what the hell's going on? Like, down at the other stadium. Hopefully, if there are two stadiums close to each other, can I get a runner? But anyway, here's the lineup. So Spain have gone for Simon in goal, Carvajal, Rodri, Laporte, Alba, Gavi, Busquets, Pedri, Ferran Torres, Asensio, and Olmo. The thing I think with Spain, right, and I also see it with the thing with Spain, and Portugal might need to take a lesson from this. They've got good up-and-coming players coming through, and they're actually relying on them a little bit. They're actually bringing these new players through and integrating them into the team and using them regularly. Whereas Portugal are trying to rely on Ronaldo again. Right? Even though they've got Andre Silva, they've got Bruno Fernandes, Renato Sanchez. They've got ballers in Portugal's team, right? If you look at it, but because it's Ronaldo's, gotta give it to Ronaldo.
Exactly.
A bit like how Argentina were earlier against not I think it was not Mexico. I think it wasn't Mexico. I think it was the game before. They're relying on Messi too much. Anyway, look at the bench: Sanchez, Espelicueta, Garcia, Torres, Llorente, Morata, Koke, Nico Williams, Raya, Baldi, Guillemon, Pino, Sola, Sarabia, and Fati. On the Germany side, we've got Neuer in goal, Sora's right back. The centre backs are Rudiger and Carrera. Kera, sorry. Ram on the left back. Gundogan, Kimmich and Goretzka in the middle. Then you've got Musiala. Musiala,
and
Muller.
Serge Gnabry, the ex-Arsenal man.
Yeah,
So-
Serge Gnabry. And then just go through the substitutes quickly as well. Ginter. So you got Ginter. You got Havertz on the bench. Like that's mad. Like Fulkrug, Gotza, right? Trapp, Klosterman, Brandt, Hoffman, Sane, Gunter, De Stegen, Schlotterbeck, Odemi, Kotchap, and Mukuku on the bench. That wasn't too bad. Didn't push all of them.
Basically what Spain have done is they've made one change. They've obviously taken off Azpilicueta and brought in Dani Carvajal. And further to what you've said about the young players, yes, the young players seem to be, given a lot more trust right now by Luis Enrique. He's left more than a few venerated names out of his squad, including, of course, David De Gea. Personally, though, I have to say I'm not really impressed with Unai Simon too much. Well, from what I've seen of him, his handling can be quite suspect. But, Enrique seems to like him and prefer him, and that really is all that matters. What can you do? And then, of course, when you can bring on the likes of experience in the form of Morata and Koke to come on and steady the ship, and then, of course, even Ansu Fati, the youngster, can come on. I think he's sort of being earmarked as the new Lionel Messi, if you were, at Barcelona. And with Germany also, I believe they dropped Schlotterbeck to sort of rejig their back four. It is Lasule and Thilo Kehrer, along with Rudiger in the centre, and David Raum is the left back. Gundogan, of course, will be key, along with Kimmich and Goretzka. That looks like a very strong midfield. And then, of course, Gnabry, Muller, and Musiala. Musiala, of course, being former England youth international, and Gnabry being a former Arsenal player. It's good that he's dropped Kai Havertz, because I believe Kai Havertz wasn't exactly, let's just say he was once again a little toothless. And Flick has shown enough, a lack of sentiment to make sure that players who aren't really able to, perform will not be picked.
Yeah, so obviously, Spain not relying on Morata, relying on a false nine with Asensio, yet again, which obviously worked for them against Costa Rica. I think as much as Spain were very good, I'm not going to take anything away from them in that performance. Costa Rica were shocking. They were shockingly poor. Not winning second balls, not getting near them in any way, not marking. They looked clueless at times.
They didn't even have a shot on target, mind you.
Well, no, such as the domination by Spain. Obviously, this is going to be a different kettle of fish playing 4-3-3 Germany, right, with the likes of Kimmich, Goretzka, Gnabry, and that. It's going to be like with the talent Germany got, they shouldn't be in the position they're in, to be fair, where they've got to win this game. They can't really get a point from this game. They've really got to win it. And they've got the talent to do so. Whether they do or not is another matter, because at the moment that Germany team is not playing as a team right now. It's struggling to be cohesive together under Hansi Flick, and you can see it quite clearly. Spain look more together as a team than Germany. I love how they put Pochettino in. Like, the manager's gets up so much hype, but again has won nothing. So there you go. Apart from a league with a PSG that pretty much a 5-year-old could do it with. Let's be honest. PSG could win it without a manager, to be fair. But there you go. Let's see who's voting on the poll right now. 100%, 4 votes, 100% says Spain. They're not giving Germany a hope. Whether that's biased, British biased, I don't know, but they're not giving Germany an inch. And to be fair, I wouldn't mind it. To be fair, if they do beat, I wouldn't mind it if they do beat Germany. It would be funny.
Yeah, but I was actually on a watch along for the Croatia-Canada game, and quite a few people on that panel were saying that they would love it if Germany would win because that would mean all teams in that group would have a win and a loss each. And you could
Oh yeah.
imagine that the subsequent games in the next round would, of course, be winner takes all games. Draws would simply
Oh, of
not
course.
suffice.
Oh, of
So,
course.
can you imagine if Costa Rica, after pulling an absolute smash and grab against Japan, were to try and do the same thing against Germany and end up going through? After being thrashed 7-0, what a recovery that would be. I know in all likelihood that might not happen, but you can never tell. And in the watch along I did for the Japan Costa Rica game, I swear,
Mate,
it was a
I'm not
case of
betting anything. I'm not betting anything in this World Cup. There's been so many shocks. It's unreal.
I'm not betting either. I'm not a betting person, and that's why I don't get involved in the sweepstakes or any nonsense. Whenever I've tried using the fantasy football thing, I'd end up being bottom of my league. So I said, sod that, not for me. I've got more
Oh,
important things to do.
to be fair, the World Cup fantasy is a nice, fun thing to do. Like, especially if you're joining my league or if like the FPL league that I've got as well, you've got a chance of winning some prizes if you do end up top of the group as well. So, that's fun to do. Like, if I'm betting though, I'll bother betting because it's just too hard to call in a World Cup. And like, but like you wouldn't have expected what came out of Saudi Arabia in the second half if you watched the first half. So like for me, I feel very strongly that Spain probably will get the better of Germany here. I have to be honest. I just don't feel Germany are there yet, and it's a shame. But like, yes,
No, but
for me,
here's the thing. What happened to Germany and Argentina was, I mean, Germany definitely allowed themselves to get a little bit complacent, and they were never able to. I mean, they sat on their lead for too long and were never able to match up to Japan's
relaxed.
substitutions. Yeah, Moriyasu actually got his substitutions and tactics spot on that game, but this game he made 5 changes and was absolutely awful. And that goal, which won it for Costa Rica, was a real, just a hopeful chip, if you will. And the goalkeeper, Gonda, who was outstanding in the last few minutes, made an absolute blunder, effectively pushing it into his goal. And
yeah.
yeah, but I would say basically that Germany do have the ability to do well. And look, when you have a midfield with Ilkay Gundogan and Joshua Kimmich in that midfield, and
Goretzka.
who's the other person in there, Goretzka?
Goretzka.
I mean, yeah, so they have the experience and the know-how to be able to stifle that type of tiki-taka football, which Spain were able to employ brilliantly against Costa Rica. I mean, I specifically thought that the Costa Rican midfield that day was just a bit too cluttered. They never got to grips with anything. But with all the experience that the likes of Gundogan and company have, they should be able to counter it. So it would be a nice game. I'm actually predicting a 2-2 withdraw, which will not, suit Germany very much because that means that they have to beat Costa Rica and hope that the other results go their way. But don't be surprised if Germany end up coming out on top.
No, of course not. I'm not saying that. For me, it's just from what I'm seeing at the minute from Germany, I just don't. Spain look more of a team at the minute than Germany do. If I'm going off recent results.
They do. But then here's the thing. Again, they will obviously come up short when they come up against some of the better quality teams, in my opinion. They never really were able to. Yeah.
This is what I'm saying, and just for this group stage at the minute, I mean, we can worry about that when the everyone gets drawn in, all the group games are over. But at the moment, I don't with Germany. They've got based on their last performance, they've got to pull something bad. And I do agree with Matt here. By the way, big up Matt as well. Even Manny, big up everyone in the big up both of them in the chat. Germany needs to go through a rebuilding process, exactly. But it's like with some of the teams already, like Argentina, they've gone through most of it. You can say there's some others that need to be gone. Portugal, there's a couple that need to move on now, and they need to focus on the younger side. You can look at, but Spain, Germany, definitely. You've got You've got also there's the Croatia. I'd say would they're on their last legs with that team. I don't think that team will make another World Cup because it will have to be rebuilt. So yeah, there's a few teams that need a rebuilding process. Belgium will need a rebuilding process. Belgium, for me, I'm sorry, they don't deserve to go anywhere in this league. They don't deserve to go absolutely anywhere. Not good enough, right? For me, they deserve what they got against Morocco, and they didn't deserve to beat Canada either, right? And Canada, they're a great young side, but they're young and they're naive. And I think in the Croatia game, giving that midfield of Croatia that much space, you are never ever going to win that game with that much space created. With Croatia with that much space, you're never going to win. You never. You can't give Modric, Kramaric all the space in the world. Like, let me have a look at the team that Croatia played. You can't give Brozovic, Kovacic and Modric the freedom of the midfield, because they will tear your defence limb from limb. And it's exactly what they did. They teared it apart. And I'm sorry. That's why, for me, Canada have, as much as they are promising and they've got good talent and they've got good players, they were found wanting in both games because it's just naivety. But hopefully, being a young side, that naivety will grow out and they'll start getting more experience. Obviously, they're going to be in the next World Cup. Their host part, there's their part hosts, along with USA and Mexico. But you've also got how else will I put this? The 2020-30 World Cup. Most of those players will be there for that as well. But yeah. So 5 votes already. 80% say Spain and 20% say a draw for at the moment. Make sure you're hitting that like button. We're on 9 likes at the minute. Make sure let's see if we can get up to 10 likes first before we try and push for 20. Really do appreciate if you do hit that like button. It does help the stream. It helps the channel to get further. And obviously, the more further we get, the more money we raise, because more viewers watch. So please, if you haven't liked it, hit that like button. Also do it on Moss's Said's channel, King's Football Show. Right, we're streaming on both channels. Make sure you subscribe to that channel as well. Sometimes I didn't mention it because it's force of habit. Obviously, only usually streaming on your channel. But yeah, King's Football Show. King's a great guy. True friend, and yeah, he deserves all the support he gets. But there's great opinions and great honest opinions as well. None of this delusional like overhyping of Arsenal or like their players or anything like that. You always get what you see. Aniring, I'm going to go big up Aniring. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Plus also SFeatleyTV, make sure you do what Matthew's done and become a member of the channel. But if you want your priority comments, if you want your comments read out first before anyone else, so they're pretty much guaranteed to be read. If you want shout outs, if you want to be part of extra content, make sure you hit the join button. All the details are there when you hit that join button. You join for whatever floats your boat. $1.99, $4.99 or $8.99, depending on what perks you want. And obviously, the more you donate per month, so the higher level you go for, the more money we raise for charity. So please do that. It means the world. I'm going for 1-0 Spain, although you never know this with this World Cup. It's so unpredictable. Yeah, this is World Cup. World Cups are unpredictable. You are going to get shocks, right? You are going to get shocks. You saw it with one of the host nations in 2002. 2010, you saw it with South Africa. You saw it in 2014 with Costa Rica. Right? 2018, I'm not too sure about 2018, to be fair. Croatia went all the way to the final when most people didn't predict that. and you've got 2022. Right. So, but it's always been that way. So, we are kick off.
Kick off.
It's done. It's go. Oh, we're on at the same time. Wicked.
Yep. Yeah, this is why we need to do a watch along whenever it's the same time. But Premiership watch along is always difficult, and
Yeah, it's
Germany
always difficult.
conceding a throw, and so Spain are going to want to try and assert their authority almost immediately. I do get why a lot of people are saying that Spain should, be able to have the measure of Germany, but both teams playing a 4-3-3. I mean, I know that on the television set from where I'm watching it was sort of became a 4-5-1, but it will definitely transition into a 4-3-3 as and when the need arises, because leaving Thomas Muller isolated up front will not be what Germany will want to do.
Yeah,
And,
if I do have to lie back, it's just because my stomach's killing me for having too much food.
That's all right. But anyway, let's take a look and see who has the ball right now for the Spaniards. It is Dani Carvajal coming into the side ahead of Cesar Azpilicueta. Rodri, who passes it all the way out to Jordi Alba, one of the two remaining members of the 2010 vintage, of course. Sergio Busquets being the other.
Jordi Alba's getting on it now a bit now. Busquets being another person as well.
Yeah.
Right, to be fair, they weren't even that old in 2014, which was why it was such a shock when he went to the next World Cup. So, but anyway, we'll see how it gets on. You are gonna get shocks, but the thing before we that comment as well is that with Spain, you saw their drop off in 2014, they got rid of their manager because of it. Belgium, they've been number one in the world. They've never ever got to a final, despite their golden generation of talent that they've had for 6-7 years now. They've had all that talent and being ranked number one in the world, and yet they've got nowhere near a final. And I'm sorry, the way they play under their manager, it's not good enough. It's too safe. It's too pragmatic. It's so for me, like how they're ranked number one in the world, I don't know. Belgium, as you can see, what they've done when they've not succeeded when they should have done with the team they've got, they've kept the manager, and they've kept the manager, and they've kept the manager, which unfortunately has meant they've never got near a final because the manager's not good enough. Clearly, the players are good enough, the manager's not good enough. Right? I'd love to see what Belgium would have done under a different manager. Right? They could actually do something, but because of that, they've still kept the manager, which means they've still been disappointing. Whereas Spain, when they had that drop off in 2014, immediately got rid of him. Simple
Actually,
as that.
I will correct you on that, because it was Del Bosque who was the manager in 2014. He stuck around for the 2016 Euros, and then they replaced him. And that was also the start of the process of phasing.
But it didn't stick on throughout the whole time they've had that squad.
No, it didn't. But that was actually the time when Del Bosque started the process of phasing out a few of the underachieving seniors who pretty much had passed their meridian. Of course, we saw that Xavi Hernandez and Iniesta, pretty much retired from international football. Xavi retired after 2014. Iniesta didn't last for too much longer. And of course, Casillas ended up being, frozen completely out of the picture in favour of David De Gea. So
yeah, he had a shocker in our World Cup, to be fair. He had a shocker.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are... Oh, Spain win the ball deep in their half, trying to play it out from the right. They'll put the ball in. Shoot! Oh, the touch was too heavy.
Yeah, Asensio there.
Asensio with a heavy touch there.
Yeah, Asensio. It gives you a reason why Asensio was, dropped for a period under Carlo Ancelotti, but obviously being given more minutes, he was able to find his way back in.
Yeah, and then to be fair, the way they're playing him, obviously as a false nine, it's not his natural game. He's more of a winger than he is as someone who plays false nine. I don't think the formation Belgium use works for the players. They better playing 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1. Those formations would get the best. To be fair, they were playing 4-2-3-1 against Morocco anyway. They just didn't lack fight. They didn't lack desire. They didn't like work rate. They didn't like. They wanted. Morocco wanted it more than them, and that's not just been in that game. That's been throughout the whole tournament for Belgium. It's just like they've not been interested, right?
Exactly.
And I'm sorry, if you're gonna act like that in a World Cup and think you're just gonna breeze through because you've got quality, right? And you don't have to pay that much attention in the group stage. You are going to get knocked out in the group stage, and you're not going to last 5 minutes. Simple.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, with Canada already out, their clash against Morocco will be quite interesting, and so Belgium against Croatia will be a must-win for Belgium. But taking a look at how ominous Croatia were, I think you can agree that Croatia will not roll over and die, especially with Modric and Perisic and company still pulling the strings.
Belgium, they're finished, to be fair.
Yep, that generation is over and done with, and it's ended with a whimper.
Honestly, as much as we go on about Southgate, if we played them, I wouldn't feel. Because we actually perform, when we actually won it more in tournament than Belgium do. Right? If we're not pragmatic days.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, by ditching the back five, he's shown that he's not willing to.
Ball it. Oh, it's a save onto the bar. Neuer with a fantastic save.
That right there is why Manuel Neuer, even now, is still Germany's number one. Still capable of a few occasional moments of madness.
Look at that. What a save. Sweeper keeper. Oh, mate, you sweeper keeper Neuer, wasn't it? Back in the day. He's still, mate, that is a stunning save. That is stunning. To be fair, it was a little bit at him, to be fair. It was a little bit direct.
No, here's the thing. The power of that shot from Dani Olmo there meant that he had to get a hand to it. And obviously he had to try to, deflect it away. And fortunately for him, it did go onto the bar. But any other day, that might perhaps have stuck in under the underside of the bar and gone in. Such was the power in that shot.
I know. I get that. It's just for me, it was a little bit direct to him, so he didn't have to dive left or right or move out the way or try and adjust himself. He could quite easily jump to get a hand on it.
Yeah. I saw Keylor Navas make a similar save earlier on this morning against Costa Rica. And
but this one will get more hype because it's Neuer.
Yeah, but it was good for Navas to keep a clean sheet after being pumped for 7. To be a part of that win, I thought Costa Rica two-man were outstanding. That's
the thing. I think, like, Costa Rica, when I saw that, and they were playing Japan, I thought Japan were going to beat them. There you go.
You and both.
Then that's, again, shock of the... and do you know what's the thing? If you lose the first game, the second and third game becomes like a cup final.
Exactly.
Right? Come from cup finals. Exactly. So,
exactly.
Like, they play with extra, and that's probably why, for me, it felt like Japan felt, well, we have won one game already, right? If we lose this game, it's not a disaster, but if we draw this game, right, that's even better. So, it felt like Japan I think Japan played well. I didn't think they were that bad, but I did see that lacking intent that I saw in the first game.
What happened there, Stephen, was that they were excellent in the midfield, and obviously, they were very aggressive towards the Costa Rica players, trying to snatch the ball off them whenever they had it. But they simply,
Spain there trying to win the second ball easily before Germany get there.
Exactly, and that's the way Japan played it this morning as well. And that seems to be the blueprint of playing the tournament like this, because it's like, if you want it, you've got to be aggressive, you've got to go for it. Shy children don't get sweets, as you know. But Costa Rica defended brilliantly, and, it was a case of, I think, really, they will tell you that they were just hoping for damage limitation. A win would literally have been a godsend. So for them to get a chance from some poor Japanese defending and a really poor blunder there from the Japanese goalkeeper, Gonda, I mean, they just would bite your hand off, and they showed with the way they defended to a man and the way Navas was able to recover well and keep a clean sheet. I think they showed that they are a good team, and they just were on the receiving end of an absolutely freakishly brilliant
Germany on the break. Germany on the break.
Yep, Germany on the
through.
counter. It is Gnabry.
Oh, what a save by the keeper, Simon.
Yeah,
oh, it's now
and offside anyway. Offside anyway.
Now it's offside.
So basically, Gnabry over there just not able to time his run quite well enough, and Busquets there getting caught out. This is
because look, as soon as they lost it, he losing in the midfield battle, and look at that, they got exposed. The high line was so high, and like I think to be fair, I think it was more the fact that the midfielder took too long to make that pass. For me. I think if he made it earlier, Gnabry would have been onside, but obviously, like, Gnabry can't really check the line and sort of look back at the same time, waiting for the ball to come through. Like,
agreed. But now you see the fluency of Spain's passing. It's basically Gavi Perez, and then Ferran Torres. Yeah, Ferran Torres down the right there.
This is exactly what I want to see. I want to see end-to-end, but I want to see end-to-end. I want to see goals. Like, it's none of this, like, conserve yourself. Let's go for it. Let's go. Banging goals left, right and centre.
Yeah, but it can be difficult as well sometimes if you come up against a team which also knows how to defend very well. And one thing which struck me as well when Argentina played against Mexico, and I was happy to do a watch along for that for both Orest Talks Football and Hanno's Coach's Corner, is that for all of their attacking ability, whatever they had, Argentina also made sure that their defending was spot on. Mexico didn't even have a shot on target until a free kick just before the end of the first half. That was very well saved, it must be said, by Emi Martinez. And then, of course, it was a case of, both teams cancelling each other out until that man Messi stepped up with his that magic, beautifully cultured left foot of his. And then it was a perfect 10 from that perfect 10. And then when Enzo Fernandez scored, that was just 24-karat magic from the number 24.
We set up.
So defending obviously will be key in matches like this, and any mistake will certainly cost you. And it certainly happened with Canada today, with more than a few defensive mistakes being responsible for the goals they conceded. Tomorrow, of course, Brazil and Portugal will be playing their games, and their group will be getting over. And then Tuesday we'll see the start of the final round of group stage matches, where matches will be played at the same time. So I think BBC and ITV will be covering, both games at the same time. That's good.
They will.
For me, I just have one channel at the moment, so I'll have to, like, if I'm watching Argentina, Poland, I will have to depend on online updates from Mexico and Saudi Arabia.
Oh, don't worry. We'll try and make sure that we got one person watching one and one person watching the other. Don't you worry, or at least I'll be watching both. So we've raised over 2,200.
And so Germany are trying to build an attack now through David Raum, the left back, passes it to Musiala. And that's another problem. When you are double or treble teamed by the opposition, you really need to take care of yourself. And credit to Luis Enrique, he sort of brought back that tiki-taka formation, which that tiki-taka style, which was so effective earlier on.
Big up, Annie. I hope you're doing well, bro. If Germany win this, every team in the group would be on 3 points. Last game, that would be nuts. I agree. But I don't like Germany. I like Spain more than Germany.
The only question is, Danny, would it be peanuts or walnuts or hazelnuts or Brazil nuts, perhaps?
Nah. Look, I don't care. I'm doing tapas tonight. I'm doing Espanol. Like, I don't want Germany. Like, I don't want Germany winning. I'm sorry. I don't like Germany. Sorry, I don't.
Okay, so here's a forfeit for you. If Germany win, you're gonna have to chow down on some bratwurst.
I already do. It's good. I already eat like good German sausages anyway. So.
Can you imagine trying to make toad in the hole with bratwurst instead of Cumberland sausages? I wonder how that would taste.
I don't think. I think you can get away with that. To be fair, I've seen it done. It's not bad.
I mean, it certainly wouldn't work with chorizo, that's for sure. The flavour profile would be all over.
Hey, you don't know until you try it.
Mate, listen, I've cooked a risotto with chorizo, and that was absolutely class. But, you know, Yorkshire pudding and chorizo simply would not mix. We could even put a...
Risotto and chorizo, you might as well just call that fucking paella. You know what I mean, bro? Like, like put some seafood in it, it's called paella.
No, that's not fair. That's not fair. I mean, I will not have you devolve one of the Northern Italians' culinary specialities.
Similar. I'm saying it's similar because you both like it's similar.
No, it's not similar. The processes are very different, and I can tell you that you stir in a great deal of stock, and risotto is a lot.
I have cooked both. Yeah.
Fair enough. There are
similarities to it. Obviously, there are other steps that you have to take that are different. But with any differences, but there are similarities.
And I think one thing which a lot of English culinary aficionados will agree with me on is that with a risotto, you have the beautiful mantecatura where you stir in Parmesan cheese and make it thick. You will never get that with a paella.
Yeah, Stephen, mate, you got a feel for me, mate. My surname is German. Yeah, I do probably feel for you, bro, but I'm sorry, you've knocked us out in so many blood tournaments, bruv, so I'm not having that. Like, call me bitter. Like, what is this? The bake? Nah, this MasterChef Bake Off is all frigging desserts, bruv.
Pastries, for that matter.
And yeah, but you know what I bloody mean. Like, you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Pipe down.
Fuck's sake, like, honestly. To be fair, I just made freaking cottage pie tonight. This is fucking brilliant. Fucking stuffed.
Oh, cottage pie. Beautiful.
Love it. Lots of parsley, chive, onion, mushrooms.
And Simon claims that.
Like, I'll put some red wine in there as well. But red wine, right, gravy, Worcestershire sauce, HP brown sauce. I'll also put some ransom pickle in there and then cook the vinegar off 45 minutes and then serve it with sliced with sauteed potatoes.
You know, I'm just
grated cheese. Grated cheese. Gotta have red Leicester cheese over the top as well.
Oh, red Leicester, yes, red Leicester.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I do love cheddar, but red Leicester obviously has that flavour. And of course, instead of red wine, I'd add the Guinness, really, if it's beef.
Stop talking about food. You're making me... Yeah, mate, I need to start talking about food. I've eaten enough today, bruv. Oh, Matt, man, thanks for the donation. £5 donation from Matt. Right, big up yourself, bro. Right, I can't thank you enough for the donation. Like, mate, come on, you should put a comment in for that as well. Like, get yourself a comment in. Yeah, thank you for the donation. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, one thing which I will say with the changes that Flick has made is that the defence looks a bit solid, and as I say that was a dreadful throw there from David Raum. It's as if he just threw that back out of play.
I haven't got a clue what he was doing now.
Yeah, defensively they look a lot more solid, and of course when you have Manuel Neuer, you do have a good, last line of defence. I will say though, if I'm being harsh, that maybe Neuer should have done a little bit better for both the Japanese goals. I mean, it's as if when the Japanese winner was scored, he sort of backed out of the way.
To be fair, I didn't really. I watched highlights of it, so I didn't see too much of it. The goals, I can see your point on that. I mean, I only saw it once, to be fair, on the news, so I only got a quick look at it because obviously I had to do other streams afterwards, so I didn't really get a chance to have a look. But yeah, I can see your point. But there you go. Yeah. All right. I can't believe I'm still managing to do 2 streams today. I thought I'd be out for the count by now.
Well, I'm at least glad I was able to give you company for this last one, and this is certainly a pivotal one, certainly one which will have a lot of significance for Group E, I want to say.
Oh, we're still doing match day 3. We're doing 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. now.
Yeah. And
Right,
of course,
for-
that will see both games at the same time. So here's the thing. I remember Jurgen Klinsmann saying that if Germany were to exit the World Cup, it would be a disaster. And obviously, aside from Neuer and Muller,
No, it won't.
they've done... Well, from the German point of view, yes, it would. So please... And, yeah, so my biggest
Sorry,
fear is
Dan,
that
but it
obviously-
wouldn't. Okay. So,
Yeah, my biggest fear, obviously, is that even after all the work they've done to try and, bring in a new generation of young talent,
Just take your time.
obviously, yeah, I mean, obviously, 2 consecutive first-round exits from the World Cup. I mean, how demoralising could that potentially be for this set of youngsters?
Can someone check if England's actually done that in their history? That 2 times in a row? No.
I don't think they have, to be honest.
Take that.
I mean, you really are in a nasty mood, aren't you? I mean, whenever you get into that jingoistic high of yours, you really are a nasty git.
You could just say I'm a nasty prick.
No, I prefer to use something milder. Git is a lot nicer. Of course, I could go all. I could go.
Manny, if you're gonna do it, bruv, just do it. Let's go full barrels. It's hot World Cup. It's not half-hearted.
Oh yeah. Well, here's my Graham Chapman. Don't you give me that, you snotty-nosed heap of parrot droppings. Shut your festering gob, you tit. Your type
What are
makes
we?
me
What are we? We're in primary school, bruv. Like seriously.
Your type makes me puke, you vacuum.
Mate, if it was me, sister. If it was me, so stop being an absolute moron or an absolute wanker. Sorry if it's on King's show. Sorry. I'll be using W words. If it really the W word, and if it really got bad, then the C word will come out. I'd go in both barrels, bruv. I'll go in both barrels, bruv. You're gonna go in here, you do it.
Roy Keane against Mick McCarthy in Saipan. Just sum it up, yeah.
Yeah, there's one. Look, what I'm saying is that if you're gonna do it, do it. Right? Don't hold back. Like, go for it. Did I just hear Jurgen Spurs 0, Steven? Mate, I don't give a crap about you.
I especially remember when he came to sign for Tottenham and he held a press conference, and apparently he responded to the charge about him diving too much. He wants to know whether there are any diving schools in London. Never let it be said that Germans do not have a sense of humor.
Let me call Tom Daly. I'll see if I can get him some. It's easy. Get to the top of a diving board, right, at a swimming pool, and just jump in. There you go.
Yeah, it goes without saying he was taking the mickey.
Yeah, Germans and jokes don't really mix. Sometimes.
I'm not
Come
too
on.
sure. I mean, obviously there is a humorous side to Germans which you may not know unless and until you really get to know them. But it is what it is.
Oh no, to be fair, right, I know other German like people that are funny. Like Vettel was one of them. Now retired. So Manny Jurgen made that celebration to take the piss out of the press, saying he was a diver. Yeah, but if he's a diver, he's a diver, bro. Like, and he was a bit of a diver.
Claim of an offside, but Germany are in the Spanish penalty area. That is passed back.
Yeah.
Only as far as Serge Gnabry, though.
Oh, Serge Gnabry. Oh, just wide. By Serge Gnabry.
Obviously, given the Arsenal connection, I wouldn't mind if he scores tonight.
Oh, I don't think he... I think he was on, to be fair, bruv. I think he was on there.
Yep, the linesman didn't raise his flag either.
Well, no, because it looked... To be fair, I don't blame him, because it was literally so close to call.
Yeah.
it is so close to goal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have
Again,
that
of course.
curling, trying to find that far bottom corner, right? And unfortunately couldn't get it. I think the keeper had it covered. To be fair.
Yep, Simon did have it covered. Even if he had curled it, Simon would have
Yeah.
gotten it.
Yeah, at that angle he would have got it. I think those angles you have to try top bins rather than the bottom corner.
And what's wrong with Raum?
He's holding his nuts.
He was
Someone's obviously hitting him in his crown jewels.
Carlos
Or in his
Puyol there.
What in his carrots and onions?
Well, I suppose Harry Maguire's performance does indeed prove that baked beans and soft-boiled eggs are good for you.
Yeah.
But again,
oh, hang on. Let me see that again. Oh, he didn't kick you in the nuts. Get over it, you tit. Right.
Now who's going soft?
Alright, I'm gonna go crying to my mummy. Right, what do you want? Like, do you want her to feed you as well? Like, are we that old? I like you, mate. Don't start talking too many things at Jurgen. Mate, Jurgen. Mate, I don't have a guy at Jurgen.
Kick there from Manuel Neuer.
Oh, it's poor kick.
Into the penalty area.
No.
Yep.
I won't have a dig. I'll just have a dig. I'll just take the piss out of Germany itself. No, I'll just take the piss out of Germany. Same as you, I expect you to take the piss out of me. Like, because that's how I roll. And if people don't like it, then, well, like, this ain't obviously the channel for you. I'm here to have jokes and have banter. I expect, if people are gonna, like, if I'm gonna banter people, or if I'm gonna banter a team, right, I want them to banter me back. Like, I want that competition. I want them to give me that banter. Like, because that makes the stream great and makes it cool. Like, so yeah, if I banter you, I'm not getting at you personally. It's never gonna be personal. Right? It's just because we want to have a laugh and we have a joke, and I expect you to do it back. You know, it's all part of it.
You do remind me a little bit of that chirpy, cheeky Cockney Barry Sheen. Let's have a laugh, eh?
Let's all have a laugh, shall we?
What the hell was that?
Don't know. It's probably.
And you make fun of me for impersonating people.
You mate, I can make any sort of impersonation, not above. Don't go. Hey mate, don't even start me on the Welsh one. You see those two as na valley, mine's the one in the middle.
Rudiger back to Neuer, and Ferran Torres making a nuisance of himself.
I don't know whether you didn't hear that or you just chose to ignore it.
I chose to ignore it. I'm focusing on the game, and I want to make sure that I really enjoy it. And Neuer's under some pressure here.
Oh, Neuer, sweeper keeper Neuer doing his usual shit. Do you see Courtois skilled that defender? Like made him look like an idiot. I
didn't see that. I will watch the highlights, of course. Obviously, Courtois was probably
you'd have to rewatch the whole replay.
Yeah. So even Courtois is losing his edge, maybe.
Nah, Courtois skilled him. Sold him. Like, he was sliding in and he just went, quickly rolled it the other way. Totally skilled him. Right. So he was too busy sliding into the goal.
Yep.
So yeah, that was probably the only good thing Belgium did. Can you imagine that as much as like Moss, I love you to death, but Qatar scored a goal quicker than you did, and you've had 2 World Cups. They've only had 1. It took them. They've had 2 World Cups, and yet they were beaten by Qatar, who've only had 1 to scoring a goal in the World Cup. Who else has? Trying to think who else hasn't scored. That's a good question, actually. Especially after this.
Well, you know, until today, Costa Rica hadn't scored. It took them their first shot on target, a total of about 170 or 180 minutes to finally score. If
Oh, what? They're playing out from the back. Oh my god. Oh, that's a foul. Oh, they played on though.
Yep.
Oh no, the ball through. No, it's not
But
gonna go
the Black Spider, Unai Simon, coming out.
through. And no mention of spiders, bruv. Fucking hate them.
You hate them or you ate them?
No, I hate them. I don't fucking eat them. Jesus. God, if I wanted
You
to
never
do
know.
that, no, if I wanted to do that, I'd get paid 30 grand and fuck off to I'm a celebrity. Right? There's only doing
A little
it for
bit.
like, a lot of people do it because careers are dead.
A little bit like how Matt Hancock might be doing it over there and getting
Mate,
bitten
why don't
right
you just
now.
fuck off? Why don't you just fuck off and stay there? He obviously
Here.
he obviously doesn't care about the fucking country if he's got to piss off to a fucking army celebrity. Clearly doesn't care
I
the fact
agree.
we're in a cost of living crisis and we're having to pay for it all. Nah, it doesn't affect you,
I
bro.
agree.
Like, doesn't affect your personal pocket, does it, mate? You probably claim it off your expenses. That's what you probably do.
Yeah, or you can do what Rishi Sunak's wife is doing and use the nom-dom clause.
Well, but if no. But like even then, like this is why I don't believe politicians really care. I really don't. Like,
Yeah.
if it affect their pocket, tell you what, we wouldn't mess we are now because it would like they'd have to jump up and down and sort it out. But because because they earn a fortune, plus they get expenses as well. Don't forget that. They don't have to worry about it so much. Simple.
Yep.
Simple as that.
As for the that politician who is an I'm a celebrity, I have to say it's people like him who put the cock in Hancock. What do you say?
Why about we hang him from his cock? That'd be a better idea. What? Cancel.
You really are a sadistic little numpty.
Fucker.
Danny Olmo, almost at the
Oh
penalty
my
area.
god! Oh, it's this! How has he missed that? Mate!
Well,
Oh, he would have been offside. He would have been offside.
probably
But mate,
didn't time
you
his run
can't
over
miss
there.
them. Oh my life, that is the miss of the tournament.
And what was David Ram doing? Ball watching. He lost his man.
Can someone name me a worse miss than that? Because that for me is the worst miss of the tournament.
You mean this tournament, right?
Yeah, that is the worst miss of the tournament. You can't. It was open goal. Come on, man. All you had to do is just guide it into the bottom corner. It's not Matt Hancock. It's Rat Hancock. Love it. Keep it coming. Right. let's slate them all. I just don't feel they care. It's simple. If they really cared, they would have this sorted by now.
I mean, we can all agree on that, but let's not talk about politics. This is not the time. We're here to enjoy some football, and Laporte there.
Oh yeah, we've held off that. We've capped it till April, but by April we then will have to pay double. We can cap it after that, will you? And we'll have to pay for it. Bullshit. So I got to choose between eating or heating. Thanks, bruv. Like, I'm terminally ill, and they're expecting me to choose between eating or heating. You sick? It's like, are you trying to put me in an early grave? I know mine's early, but like, you know what I mean? Make it even earlier. You know what I mean, bruv? Like, at least actually say you're going to do it. Sorry, can't do it. Presuming England beat Wales and top group, what day? Yeah, man. I asked. Oh, did you ask a question? Did you ask a question? Did I miss a question? If I've missed a question, could you put it back in? So I don't know if I've missed a question, bruv. If I apologise. I do apologise. It's alright anymore. What day will it be, mate? What day? Oh, what day will our last? Oh, mate, like our last 16 game would be. But if we top the group, we'll have to play second place of Group A. We'd have to play second group of Group A, which will probably be Netherlands drew, didn't they?
Yeah, so it'll either be Senegal or Ecuador because there's no way that the Netherlands can lose. And if they
mate,
were
if Qatar beat Netherlands, mate, that's it. I'm done. I'm never betting on any football ever again, like anything.
Yeah.
What
and
day?
Also, you might have to consider that if
would it be?
You might have to
would it be? Hang on. Our last 16. I've worked it out. I wrote it down actually. I can't find it now. After 16 game knockout. So A1, B2, and then B2, B1, A2 would be probably. It would be on the 3rd of December, I believe, on the Saturday, bruv. It'll be on Saturday or both. Quarterfinals is on the Friday. It was on the next Friday. But first of all,
what the hell was Serge Gnabry thinking
Saturday,
there? Completely offside.
Next Saturday is obviously, yeah. Next Saturday. I've got to try and do the hypocrisy thing as well. That hypocrisy video. I've got to try and do that at some point. I might be going on Talk's show at some point as well.
And now Germany can try and attack, but it is with Gnabry now, who has stayed on side like a good boy, and he's won a free kick. So maybe now Germany can get a little bit of breathing space if they can't really find a shot on goal. Could perhaps have played, yeah, Alba catching him there. And trying to say that he didn't catch him, wagging his finger. Sorry, son, you don't get to wag your finger. The referee saw everything. Now back you go. I'm sick of players who try to pull that stunt. Coming up to 6 minutes left in the half, plus stoppages if any. And ooh, Germany!
Oh, Rudiger!
Yep. And that's
Wunderbar!
And that is what I would call a Rudiger awakening.
Funny. Wunderbar!
You didn't mean that. Well, the cat's amongst the pigeons now. And Spain have it all to do.
Yeah, Spain have it all to do. But to be fair, that's what happens when you don't take your chances.
It's gone to be AI. It could be disallowed for offside.
That's what happens, bruv. Like, when you don't, that's
No,
what
they checked it. They checked
he,
it.
he's off. He's off.
He is off.
He's offside. He's offside. That's offside. That's offside, bro. That's offside. I can set it 1 mile away. That's not 1-0. Wait,
Well,
that
if they
way
call him
offside.
back.
Yeah, that's offside. I called it.
Well, he might have been offside, but oh, the goal has been disallowed.
Yeah, it was offside. His head was offside, mate. And you can score with your head.
Well, clearly his head was off. Full stop.
But he lost his head. But
That was another Rudiger awakening.
Yeah. Look, I would love to say Spain. I would say Spain have had the better chances. Germany have struggled to create some of them. They've created a couple, but not as many as probably Spain. Spain have had the best chances, and they should be 1-0 up by now. To be fair, I think though that miss was offside though. But yeah, big up. I ain't looked up the brackets much after the groups. Yeah.
All right,
Mate,
zone.
don't worry. We will have those all set up. Don't worry. We'll also publish. We'll also show a list of what the knockouts are going in further once everyone's worked out where they're going to be in last 16. Legend Manny, AFCB Fan TV, Legend. Hey man, like, what about me? I'm your host.
Well,
I'm your host.
Here's the thing. I work a lot with the Up the Cherries and All Departments channel. James sees me there. He comes on Hanno's stream. He sees me. James, you're the legend, mate. Love you. Never stop being you.
I must get in touch with him. That's not on.
Oh, is Mr. Featley jealous?
Yes, I am. Thank you. I'm the host. Spain. It's all good. It's all good. Thanks for turning up. Spain have been the better team and look more comfortable and confident. Exactly, bruv. Exactly. Legends. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm saying. Danny knows what it's like. That's what he's saying. Like, he knows what he's saying, bruv. Like, Legend Steven, like, he's top of the league sunglasses. You know what I mean, bruv?
Well, I mean, for all the times for which he's taken the mickey out of you, I think he might owe you that.
Hey, mate, but look, I take the piss out of him, so there you go. So it's all love and war. It's all fair in love and war. 8 votes saying Spain will win this. 12% say draw. Germany have not got any votes to win this game.
Well, that's ironic because Germany are the only team who have had the ball in the back of the net, but of course that was disallowed. Top save that from Manuel Neuer, but something tells me when it comes to Neuer, his handling isn't really that good these days. David Ram, now, the left back, prepared to Schlotterbeck. Give it the call up today.
Cool as hell, put the shades on. You'd be happy once they come off because we won't be top of the league anymore. But there you go. What?
Musiala, the Moose, as they would call him. And the Moose was stopped in his tracks, but...
This was stopped in its tracks. And there went this frigging mic. Drop the mic.
And that's what I call a mic drop.
That's what I said, drop the mic.
Yeah, a case of shirt tugging and then... Yeah.
Yellow for Busquets. I don't know why
Busquets.
people put their first name. Just put the first name in. There you go. Everyone has a different thing. Yellow Busquets, big up. Everyone, make sure you hit that like. Make sure you are hitting the like button on both King's Football Show and also SFeatleyTV as well. Because obviously, make sure you subscribe to both channels. King's a legend. He's an absolute legend of the channel that he's doing and coming on and onto this channel as well. So make sure you go and show him some love and hit the like button there as well as here. hit the
Yeah.
subscribe button if you haven't already.
Oh, top shot that from Rudiger, but
Oh.
well saved by Simon.
Well saved by Simon.
And a little bit of trivia. Sergio Busquets happens to be the son of the former Barcelona goalkeeper Carlos Busquets, who was in the Barcelona team when Manchester United won the 1991 European Cup Winners' Cup.
Oh wow, wow. But yeah, that's a quiz question you want to not forget. But yeah, like as a so like I said, subscribe to both channels. Do if you want to become a member as well, join from as little as $1.99 a month. Always like, you know, like to help support, raise money for charity as much as we can. Please do become a member. We really would appreciate it. Obviously, I don't want you winning titles, Steven, mate. But to be honest, have you back in fighting actually where you should be. As a football fan, it makes the rivalry even more special. Yeah, bruv, that's the point. Like, you're supposed to like, if you spend, like, if you are the club that we are, that Arsenal are, we should be up there, like, trying to challenge. Like, so, yeah, that's the thing, man. You need, yeah, it's, yeah, and plus, if you beat a rival when they're at the top of their game, right, it means a lot more than beating them when they're half the size of you. Right, the greatest accomplishments in the history of association for the 91 Cup Winners' Cup. We beat some truly favourable teams winning that competition. Yeah, but obviously the treble's much better than that, isn't it? Obviously.
Yeah, but what was nice about that European Cup Winners' Cup win was that Manchester United was still trying to struggle to get back among the elite of English football, and that
it was the time where, like, Ferguson was struggling to keep his job at the time. To be fair, he was using the cup competition as an escape from his actual league form.
Yeah, it was Mark Robbins and Les Seeley who helped him win the FA Cup, and then of course Robbins left, but Seeley was in goal when they won the Cup Winners' Cup, and Busquets, in fact, did get some revenge on United by
his keeper that he bought from Aberdeen, didn't he?
Yep, Jim Leighton, Scottish international. But Busquets did get some revenge in 1994-95. He was in goal when Barcelona thrashed Manchester United 4-0 in the Champions League. But of course, Barca didn't win many trophies that period.
Yeah. Anyway, it's half time. Spain versus Germany is half time. 0-0. We've had chances galore. We've had the ball in the net. Side given by Manny. What have you made of the first half against Germany? Don't forget, guys, also pinned in the comments. I will put the link in again for King's Football Show, but I've put in the link to the channel in the comments. It's pinned up on my chat room, but I can't do it on King's Football Show. Yeah. So there you go. Here's the link again. Make sure you, if you want to come on, have you say, do hit that link. But Manny, what have you made of it, bruv?
Well, quite simply, Spain had been dominant, but haven't been able to find that killer shot. Of course, I believe it was Dani Olmo who almost scored, pun intended. I believe it was he who forced Neuer into that save when he pushed it onto the crossbar. And Ferran Torres with that glaring miss, which could have come back to haunt them. I think Germany now see their...
Keep talking, mate. I'm just going to get
Germany now see their best way to get back into the game, basically, you know, trying to hit Spain on the counter-attack and try and, you know, thread some passes through. And certainly, you know, Gnabry and Musiala and Gundogan and Goretzka and company have shown quite a great deal of endeavour. But once again, Spain have not lost that spark. They've not lost their speed. And they certainly look as though they can cause more than a few problems going forward. But Again, Germany have defended reasonably well, although Ram has perhaps been a weak link. I would expect him to be taken off if he struggles a bit further, and Schlotterbeck to be brought back in. And I want to take a look at the Spanish bench, who could possibly come on. I wouldn't be interested in bringing Kai Havertz on. I don't think that would be a good idea. Maybe someone like a Leroy Sané or can come on. Someone like a Mario Götze, a Füllkrug maybe as an extra striker, and Nicolas Füllkrug, of course, who replaced Timo Werner in the squad. And Julian Brandt could be an option, certainly. Germany are going to have to look to their bench to try to win this game, and I think they see their best chance being a scrappy 1-0 or even a 2-0 or 2-1 win.
Boom.
Either which way they can certainly get it. If Germany can continue to frustrate Spain and continue to make them feel a little bit edgy, then that's where Germany can sort of come back in, because obviously they will realize that the Spanish players are a lot more. I mean, they've certainly been more aggressive. So Germany's best bet would be to just, soak up that pressure and then hit them where it hurts on the counter.
Yeah, absolutely. 3 of the guys on the panel at half-time was. That's why I'm wondering why they're talking about what it takes to win competitions.
Is that BBC? Because I know that Klinsmann is on the BBC panel.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm wondering what it means to what it takes competition. Well, maybe at international level with Kingsman, but not at club level. Sorry, I had to put that on in.
No, Klinsmann did win some silverware with Bayern Munich. Maybe not so much with Tottenham.
Anyway, I don't mind as long as they just give a good thing. Like Pochettino, to be fair, should you got rid of him, you've been on a backward spiral. Like, getting Tottenham to Champions League final was great, and yes, the form wasn't great when he got sacked, but I'm sorry, since you've sacked him, right, all you've done is gone backwards for me. Right? And don't forget, you were struggling to to just finish above us in the league when we kept fucking it up every time. Screwing it up in the league. You're always struggling, but Lee managed to even get you into a title race. Yes, we either go out saying like, "Oh yeah, but you came third in that title race," but you win that title race. You ain't been in a title race ever since when you brought Jose Mourinho and Tony Conte to your team. Like, that's the thing. So for me, like, Spurs have just gone with ever since they got rid of Poch. Like, yes, he didn't win you anything, but what have you won since? Nothing. So, to be honest, you might as well just kept him. You probably have more chance of winning something with Pochettino than you would have had the managers you did get. Right. Simple. For me. Would you agree?
Yep. Everything you said.
I think Dan would agree as well.
Yeah.
Lelico wonder if it's Spurs might. Oh yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. Like, obviously I know as much football as I've known since I've grown up. So and I'll try and read back in the history. Obviously I'm not going to do too much about Spurs' history because I'm not going to really listen to it. Because I'd rather watch Arsenal's, but I'll try and watch more football history anyway, and if I don't know something and people correct us, that's all part of it, man. You try and just give the best knowledge you can. But Spain have played good football, a few chances, but lapped in the final third. The Indian striker, as good as Asensio, he's not an goal scorer, exactly. That's why they played a false 9 with him, though. Innit, Manny?
Yep. That false 9 is something which obviously Arteta enjoys playing, but while it doesn't work with Arteta, it might work with other managers.
What have you made? What do you think Spain need to do differently then in this second half?
probably bring on a proper striker, and I think in terms of the midfield, they're certainly looking really good. No real need to change anything there. Defensively, they certainly look quite solid enough. Carvajal possibly could be a bit of a weak link. I wouldn't mind bringing
They could
Azpilicueta
take their
on
time
later.
with this.
Yeah. 68% possession of the ball, 87% pass accuracy, one shot on target. Germany have had one shot on target too. 80% pass accuracy, 32% possession. So the passing accuracy needs to improve, and obviously Germany have been offside 4 times. I think Germany are going to have to really, pardon me, rejig their team in a way.
Like, for me, I see Spain taking their time with this because they know as long as it goes on, Germany become more open. So they're going to have to go for it. And then that's when it can hit them. That's what I was thinking. Just what I would guess. What do you think Germany could do? What do you think Germany need to do?
That's well, I was actually coming to Germany. I think, they might need to possibly, shake up the defense a little bit. Just taking a look at that dreadful pass from Neuer, which very nearly proved costly. But, David Ramos looks a little bit shaky, not quite settled in. The other defenders have looked quite good. I think the midfield also certainly has been able to thread through a few passes and try and soak up the pressure well. But the front three, I don't know if it's working. So, again, let me take a look and see who is up front for Germany right now. I believe it is... they've transitioned actually into a 4-2-3-1, trying to get some traction in midfield. They might perhaps be better off sticking to a 4-4-2 and maybe bringing on another striker. Someone like, Fulkrug. Maybe Götze can come on and try and change things. I wouldn't bring on Havertz, though. I think Havertz is, his inconsistency is what will let him down.
Exactly. Hang on, let me finish this. Right. You said about Poch. Yeah. They give me back, made me any emotional. I always respect Poch. Yeah, I would expect you to because of what he managed to do with your side and how he improved you. Germany are just finished compared to what they were. Too slow and too lethargic these days and can't defend. Like I said, they're in transition, mate. They're in transition with the old and the new. Big up in this sports TV. Big up Nippon. Viva Spencer, he's going for Spain. I see Spain still probably edging it this one, especially when Germany are going to have to cover. They're going to have to do it at some point. They're going to have to do it at some point. They're going to have to go more open because, sorry, just trying to rest meeting that. Yeah, they're going to have to become more open because it's just like they're going to have to go for the win. A draw will not do it for them. They need a win. They need to win this game, right? So, yep. They need to go for it. So I see Spain more like setting up. It's sort of like a trap, really. Right? They're gonna let them just sit and let them come out more and let them open space up because the more they start coming out and trying to beat them, right, and more trying to get the goal they need or the result they need, the more open it will become for Spain to then pick them off. right? And I feel that's what it is at the minute. They've tried a few times to pit them off in the first half. It hasn't worked. So for me, I think what they'll try and do is buy their time until they do become more open, right? And then when they do become more open, that's when they'll hit them.
Yeah, but here's another thing,
just...
though. Here's the thing. Even if Germany were to draw, they could be in a situation where they could end up beating Costa Rica and end up qualifying, especially if Japan lose to Spain. So Germany could end up qualifying as group runners-up. I think it's fair to say that after that shock against Japan, at least if they were to qualify at Japan's expense, it would feel a lot better.
Yeah.
So Germany still wouldn't be out of it. As long as they don't lose, they are definitely not out of it.
They're not out of it, but like it does make it harder.
Well, they will be coming up against the Costa Rican team who will not be able to play the way they did against Japan against Germany, let me tell you now.
Well, yeah, but like anything can happen in we've seen it already, anything can happen. Levy is just getting desperate now. Yeah, Levy, like, he doesn't know what he's doing. He thinks everything's alright, and he's not actually, everything at Tottenham's ticking along nicely, but it's not. So there you go. Like, he's just a prick, Levy. Simple as.
Levy's skeevy.
Yeah, the scheming Levy.
Skeevy Levy.
Oh, right, okay.
Who spends too much time watching TV and hopes to get too many freebies.
I want Spain to win just for the chaos. What chaos?
Yeah, that's my question exactly. What chaos?
What chaos? You just mean Germany are out. There's no chaos compared to anyone else. Compared to Wales losing.
I mean, certainly isn't chaos if Wales end up going out anyway, because, I mean, you know, they had high hopes. When you take a look at it, several of their players are on their last legs, and they will definitely need to phase out a lot of those old servants who've done well with them. But, Stephen, Stephen, you're mute.
Why is it? People have got to talk to me while I'm live. Honest to God. Yeah, well, just repeat the last bit you said, mate, because I didn't get that.
Yeah, I think I forgot what I was saying. I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, okay. Before the tournament started, I predicted Spain and Costa Rica to go through and that Germany would go out, but Costa Rica have a completely different side this tournament even today. Good point. Some German
just kicked off, by the way. Germany attacking from left to right, and already they're in the Spanish penalty area or thereabouts.
The reason they are hyped up as they are is because they've always got to the latter stages of a tournament, right? Whenever they've played in the World Cup, right, they have always managed to get out of the group. Efficiency, German efficiency. Get out of the group, get as far into the tournament as possible. Germany know how to get far in tournament football. That's why when you see that star up above, they've got 4 stars compared to one of Spain's. Because they know what they're doing. They get to semi-finals, they get to finals. That's why they can carry a bit of arrogance to what they're doing, because they've got the history to back it up with, right? It's not they have a God-given right to win, Nippon. It's not, right? It's just like have confidence in to go and do it.
Yeah, but again, you talk about history.
Business.
Yeah, you talk about history.
They've got a right to have confidence like that, though. But they've got the right to have confidence like that, right? And feel that they should be getting far in tournaments because they've got the history to back it up. We can't say that.
should be offside. No, he's not.
We can't say that.
Well
We
done,
can't
Jordi
say
Alba.
that because we don't get
And
far
was
in
offside
tournaments at all. We get to quarterfinals and then usually crash out. So we can't have the arrogance and the like the confidence in our team to get all the way to the further stages or possibly win it, because we haven't got the history to. Simple. It's not the fact they think they've got to give them right to win. No one thinks that. It's just the fact that they've got they're just more confident and more confident than their team than we are, and that's fine because they've got history.
But I will play the devil's advocate and say this: yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, today is a gift, and notwithstanding that, Germany did also crash out quite early of the last World Cup and didn't really progress far in the Euros. So I think I don't agree with what Nippon's saying that many German fans think that they have a God-given right to win anything. I don't agree with that at all. I think if you take a look at the average German fan, you will see that they are obviously proud of their history, but also know that everything moves on, and you obviously cannot bring back the entire class of 2014.
The
But
majority of fans I have seen in that team, I've seen from Germany, have never counted themselves as favourites.
Exactly.
I don't see anyone that's counting themselves as favourites. And if you're going off social media, right, I say this to everyone: fuck what people say on social media, right? Fuck them. Most of them are bots and trolls, and the other half are deluded pricks that don't know what they're talking about. They really don't. That's why I like going on YouTube rather than clicking on Twitter. Going into Twitter chats, I'd rather not bother going to Twitter chats. I'd rather go and watch YouTube podcasts with fans that actually know what they're talking about. Right? That's why. And the majority time I've gone on YouTube, right, and met so many fans from different nations and met German fans, they have never ever stated that we've got a God-given right to win, and B, that they've never ever boasted that like we are favourites for this tournament. Everyone has said is Brazil or Argentina. Right? That's all of people said. But anyway, free kick to Germany. Right? We'll see how this turns out. They've got to deal with Rudiger this time, because at the moment they haven't been able to deal with Rudiger. I'm just going to drop Manny into the backstage until he's done. Once he's done, I'll put him back in again. But that corner was wasted. It's gone out for a goal kick. And miles of them were offside. All of them. That whole line of Germans was offside. The whole line was offside. Right? How are they going to get away with that? They were never going to get away with that. This seat is doing my heading. It's not helping my leg. Hey, stretch my leg. Yo.
Yeah, just had a phone call. It's a long story. I will tell you later. I'm not going to divulge that in public, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Tell us. Yeah, if it's like that, tell us later, Bob. It's not worth it.
Yeah. No, it's good, but you will know later.
Okay. It's not bad news then.
No, it's not bad. I mean, if it were bad, I wouldn't be sitting here with a Cheshire cat grin on my face.
Yeah. My fucking leg, bruv. Ever since I started doing streaming down here, my leg's gone fucking... Sorry, I shouldn't swear. I know I shouldn't. Like, King's gonna tell me off for doing I can't help it at times. But my honestly, I'll take a picture on my leg and I'll show it to you. But
You don't have to tell me. I can definitely imagine, because obviously I'm thinking of all issues connected to blood supply, blood flow, and so forth.
it's not
And
that. It's not that. It's just the problems that the symptoms that are caused by the lack of the lack of blood, the lack of iron.
yeah, I got that.
They all start adding up, and then obviously there's. I mean, I said this that I needed blood on Thursday, but they said we can do blood, but we don't think we'll get rid of the swelling. I think the swelling is just going to stay there and it's going to get worse.
Danny Olmo now down the left. Olmo against Kehrer, and it is Kehrer who wins that battle, forcing a goal kick. So obviously Germany have been able to, one thing I will say about the Germans is that when it comes to strategy, they seem to know all the answers. And
People by the way, guys, everyone knows, right? I always explain everything that's going on. So if anything happens with the channel, right, then you are fully aware of why. Alright. Take this green screen off, for fuck's sake. Doesn't help. That's my leg at the minute.
oh, bloody hell.
And you see on the right, you see on the one on the right is less, but it's bit, but the left one is huge. On last Thursday, it was probably twice the size of that.
Oh, right.
And they don't think they're gonna get. They don't think they can clear it. Not all of it. It comes and goes, but it's starting to come and stay. My stomach, if you looked at my stomach on the side, it looked like I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
Honestly, it looked like I was having a kid. Because of the swelling. So the body's starting to. It's starting to take its toll. And it's like I said, they don't know how long, but in the end, the body's just not going to cope with it anymore. And then I have to make a conscious choice. It's either physically I'm not going to be able to cope with it, or mentally my mind's going to go and I'll be able to know what's going on. Which one? Pretty much.
See Lothar Matthäus there in the VIP box, and
Anyway,
of course Spain made a substitution. Spain made a substitution as well. Ferran Torres, who had that horrible miss, came off, and it is Alvaro Morata who has come on.
Big up the 10 people who are watching on all platforms. King's Seat Show, my channel, King's Football Show. Make sure you sub and like as well. I do appreciate all of you that's watching right now. I know sometimes obviously that stuff's a bit heavy, and some people may not want to watch that because it's heavy, but I have to be honest, because if I then can't do it anymore, someone's got to tell you what's going on, and I do want this channel to keep going. I really do. So it's not some flash in the pan.
Yep, it's Gundogan now who passes it
Gundogan!
to.
Oh!
Good save that from Unai Simon. And now you see the German pressure.
German pressure, bruv. The German pressure's now getting it. But what this will do, this will test Spain defensively, but it will open gaps. It will open gaps for Spain to exploit. I said this. They've got to go for it.
I'm not too sure about the gaps being opened, though. I mean, I actually think that Germany will realise that they cannot afford to leave any gaps open. Because look, even the draw, as I said, will not really harm them.
I think we said that with Canada earlier. I thought gradually they start putting more pressure up. But the more they don't get that goal, the more they're going to start committing men forward. Right?
But again, Stephen, they don't need a win to stay in the tournament because if they draw and beat Costa
Yeah,
Rica,
but
they'll
yeah,
give
yeah, yeah,
themselves another chance.
yeah. I know, but to be fair, like I'm being honest. Like they're gonna need a massive amount of help to get to. They're gonna need like they'd rather win this game and try and do it on their own terms.
I suppose you have a point there. Let's also not forget that Costa Rica's goal difference is so abysmal. Not even I mean, I really don't see Germany struggling against that Costa Rican team who also overachieved against Japan. And it's amazing how all these teams who somehow find a way to overachieve in the first round of matches end up not quite doing the business in the
It's
second
because
round.
I don't. Yeah, I think what it's because is because then the second game, everyone now realizes that you got to take them seriously. The first game, I think like all these big teams like Argentina did with Saudi Arabia, they thought they could just walk it, and then they found out you can't. Like and then in the second game, you saw with Saudi Arabia they were struggling because both like both were. We like you could see the next game Saudi Arabia played, they knew what to expect from Saudi Arabia, right? And they managed to deal with it. So I think that was Poland, I believe it was, managed to deal with
Yes,
it.
it was Poland. It
Right.
was Poland.
Yeah.
Robert Lewandowski getting his goal, and
Steve,
Wojciech Szczesny saving a penalty and also the
yeah,
rebound.
Steven, we both warned him earlier about Modric, mate. We just knew. I said it during the game. I told him, you don't cover that midfield. You give Modric an inch of space in the midfield and he'll tear you limb from limb. Right? Especially with Brozovic and Kovacic in the middle as well. You can't give that midfield free time and space like Canada did. That was way too naive by Canada. And yes, they might have scored their first goal. But I'm sorry, you kept like... he came in the hype saying they were going to do it. Like they were going to get out the group. And I'm sorry, there was reason to believe that hype, right? Because you had some good players, but I think you were too naive in both games, and it's cost you. I think the first game you were a little robbed by Belgium, to be fair. There's some decision didn't go your way, but in the second game you were too naive, way too naive. And that's what's cost you.
It will be interesting to see how well they do against Morocco. I think they will look to play for pride.
That's why.
John
That's
Herdman,
why, to be fair, even if you might see this as a positive because you scored your first goal in a major tournament, I'm sorry, it's not a positive for me, for Canada. It's not a positive because for me, with that squad, you should have done better. You should be doing better. You should be competing better, for me. But Modric, even at 37, is still a joy to watch. Yeah, like you see, Modric is 37, but he's still got it, bro. He's not like Ronaldo. He's actually got it still. He actually still contributes to the team, and it's again another player excelling because he contributes to the team. Right? You take Ronaldo out of Portugal, and that's what they did. When Ronaldo came off, they were even more deadly. Sorry, Portugal for me. Like, get rid of Ronaldo at front. Put Andre Silva there. Right, trust in the youth, and they'll go far. I'm telling you.
Yep.
Sorry, Ronaldo, you're done. You are done out here. You are good for coming on for clutch moments. Right, with your height, getting on headers, maybe like that. But in the actual game itself, Andre Silva is the one they should be going for. But because of that, I bet you, because of that interview, that coach is now scared of doing it to Ronaldo. Because he doesn't want to upset the apple cart.
Yeah. I mean, if he was brave enough to drop the likes of Renato Sanchez and Raul Moutinho from the squad, one would think the sentiment wouldn't play a factor, but no, it's Ronaldo. El Capitan Fantastico.
Yeah. And I'm not having people saying he carried that team to 2016. Oh, goal! Spain! What did I say? What did I say, Manny? What did
Yep.
I say? I
Alvaro
said
Morata. And
they
there are a lot of
open
people
them. They said Manny. I said that if you open up, that if they open up more, they'll leave space and they'll get caught out. Bang. Bang.
Yeah. But now
Why?
at least,
I've been so right in this tournament
but
so
I'll
far.
tell you what. I'll tell you what. What this means now is that Germany will look to try and just equalise and escape with a draw, take a draw. And run.
Yeah.
But let's take analyse this. Dani Olmo once again outstanding.
Onside, perfectly
Jordi
onside
Alba
for that ball.
onside, and
Oh, mate, the run, great vision by Jordi Alba, right, and a great run by Morata, gets in front of his man, right, keeper, I don't think the keeper could have done anything, it was right at him, it was like right, he couldn't really do anything with that, to be fair, right, Reese, I know you're on Chris's channel. Like, I sent you the link if you want to come on, bro. If you want to come on.
But here's the thing.
Where are you, bro? Like,
the thing with Neuer is that sometimes, when it comes to his
your Italian heritage is already out of the World Cup. Your German's now going. Like, where are you going, bro? Like, where are you going? Like, my team is top of both leagues. It's top of both leagues. It's top of the Premier League. It's top of the Group B. There you go. Like, loving life. Like, oh, Gretzky,
and some pinball now, and Gnabry concedes a foul. A bit surprised that Gnabry hasn't been booked for that, but yeah. So now Germany just have to score, and they'll happily take a draw, because I definitely do not believe that Spain will give Japan any freebies or allow Japan to beat them just to spite Germany in any way. So, but then listen, those people who were saying Morata no longer has it. It's his second goal of the tournament, 2 in 2 games, and he does have a more than decent record for Spain, notwithstanding his not necessarily consistent form at club level. I actually wanted him, thought that he would be good buy for Arsenal, but a lot of people have said no. And where are you all now? Dani Olmo.
Oh,
and
did he have a second?
That was
second one.
Yeah, Asensio there, sort of.
He had a second for Spain, bruv. Oh.
Yeah.
Got
Asensio
to put those chances away, bro. You got to put them away. Sorry, my bad. I'm sorry I'm interrupting. Yeah.
Yeah, Asensio there showing no sensio of timing or placement. And now more subs. It'll be Koke from Atletico Madrid and Nico Williams Jr. And that is, of course, Asensio's final action of the night. He will be replaced by Koke. Or is it Coke? I wouldn't mind a glass of Coke right now.
Oh,
and
the
number
I can't
9.
drink Cokes, and no more Coke for me tonight. Excuse me. Wait, I should be sponsored by Coca-Cola.
And now it is
I don't drink as
comes on.
I don't drink as much as I do now. I used to, before my last transplant, I was drinking in the hospital. I was drinking 6 bottles. 6 bottles, 330 mils. That's like 6 cans a day. Now I can do 1, 2 at a push. If I don't eat much, that is. I feel full, bruv.
And once again, Germany are staring into the abyss.
Since I don't
There's
have a
still
soundboard.
23 minutes left. Always a slip between the cup and the lip. Never forget that.
Oh,
and that
but
was a poor header there.
Spain are through. Oh, bad touch by Morata. Come on, bro. Like, got to do better. Better. Come on.
Let's take a look at Morata's record.
I've got to set up the other streams for Matchday 3, you know. Oh, God's sake. I've got to pick which one I want to do and then just do... You know what I mean? I've got to set them all up. Come on, Come on, Spain. Hold it out.
And as of the 23rd of November, it was his. He had 29 goals in 58 games at an average of a goal every 2 games. That is his 30th goal in 59 caps. Outstanding record. A goal every 2 games at international level. That is the business.
Who's that?
Senor Morata. Alvaro Borja Morata Martin.
So people have a go at him. He's actually got a good record.
Exactly, and that's one of the reasons why I thought he'd be a good acquisition for Arsenal. But he said no, he wanted to either stay at Juventus or prove his worth at Atletico.
No, I think for Morata, as well, like that the Chelsea spell didn't help. That didn't help him. I think also, you know, now Closer was great in international tournaments, but he just didn't cut it at club level, if you know what I mean. It's the same. It's the same here. It's the same. I think it's the same here with Morata. He's great at, like, when he comes to play in Spain for his international team. He's great, but when it comes to club level or playing club football, it just doesn't work.
Yeah, but that's because he's often played out of position by managers who don't really know how to incorporate him in the team. I think under a manager who would know better, he would do well. And with Arteta, of course, being Spanish.
He's either trying to be sweeper keeper annoying now because, like, Germany have to go for it.
Yeah. But again, Germany just need a draw and they can beat Costa Rica and still give themselves a good chance. When you put too much pressure on yourself, you're asking for trouble. And it's a triple substitution right now. I see Leroy Sané and Lucas Klosterman and Nicholas Füllkrug.
Gundogan.
Lucas
Klosterman
is off.
Gundogan is off.
No,
why? Gundogan
is
off.
Sané's coming on for him, that's why. Muller's also coming off, so that means I believe Füllkrug will be coming on. And Thilo Kehre's coming off to be replaced by Lucas Klosterman. So, like-for-like substitutions, no real issues there.
Yeah.
And Leroy Sané, obviously, is the last Hail Mary from Hansi Flick.
I think that is, isn't it? It is the last throw of the dice, isn't it?
Yep.
Shit.
And of course, if Germany lose, they...
Let me have a look at the lineups. Let me look at the other benches they've got. So...
But here's another thing, though. We also could have a scenario where Germany could lose and then beat Costa Rica, and then Spain could beat Japan. 3 teams will be on 1 win and 2 losses each. So Germany will not be out yet. That result today for Costa Rica has really been a blessing for Germany.
Oh yeah, definitely. But like for me, I just don't. Maybe I don't. I just don't. I don't see it. I see like I don't see like I don't see it for me.
Because like listen, think about it. Look, Costa Rica's goal difference, notwithstanding the win, is absolutely god awful. Yeah. So a German win. I mean, let's assume that the scoreline stays the way it is. Germany will now have a goal difference of -2. Japan have a goal difference of 0 following their defeat today.
Yeah,
Costa Rica
understand
still...
where you're coming from. I understand.
Please let me finish, and then you can make your observation. I know you understand, but you still haven't heard me speak. So
go on.
Let's also consider that wins and losses will also hamper the goal difference. I mean, you seriously can't expect Spain to take it easy against a Japanese team and allow Japan a way back into it. Japan will have to earn their draw, which will seal their qualification. And then Germany also are going to go hammer and tongs against Costa Rica. A win will definitely send Costa Rica out and also improve their own goal difference. And if Japan lose, that goal difference becomes negative. Of course, they will want to score more because if goal difference is equal, head-to-head record comes into it. So, listen, they aren't out. I will agree definitely that the way Germany have approached this World Cup has not been good, and they will definitely need to make sure that the class of 2004, which won that tournament, is completely phased out.
14.
And that means, yeah, 14. So that means no more Manuel Neuer,
Yeah.
no more Thomas Muller, and definitely
I
no
don't
more
think
Mario Götze.
Neuer's not such an issue. Neuer's not such an issue. Oh, that was is there a shout for penalty? Hang on. Cross ball.
I'm going to take a look and see.
Let's have a look.
It's the
cross ball.
Yeah.
Cross
The Moose.
ball. Gets in front of his man. It's a shout for a pen, you know.
We'll see. No, Rodri got the ball first, so there is no penalty play.
Yeah. But then look, for me, like the way Germany have been in this World Cup and that, I do think Neuer is not so much of an issue of phasing out as others. But I'd.
Oh, not offside.
Oh, come on!
And how important is that save from Unai Simon?
Simon, why has he not scored? Left or right? Musiala. I can't say his name again. Musiala on side. Oh my god.
You can't side foot it from that, but Germany do have a corner. Left-footed away swinger.
Oh no.
Well, that header was blasted over the bar. It was
He's got under.
Krug
Yeah,
who went.
Yeah, he got right under
it
didn't he?
It was full Krug who went full tilt and didn't quite get anything out of it. So, yeah, I mean, look, he certainly could have aimed a powerful shot at the near post, which Simon would never have been able to get, because obviously when it comes to getting down to save shots, he's not really at his best.
But Simon did really well to stand his ground and didn't go to ground.
He did, but Musiala
Musiala
also choked. He chose the wrong area at which to shoot.
What's Spain going to do here? I think they're going to just take 5 minutes to get themselves on the ball.
Yep.
That's what I think. It's why with Spain,
that's exactly what it looks like they're doing.
They slow the game down.
It's Laporte to Rodri now. Rodri has the ball.
Slow the game down.
And it is with Koke, or is it just Coke?
Just Coke.
Or maybe it could be Koki. Oh, hokey.
Oh my Jesus.
That's why I just said the first line, you... Never mind.
Prick.
Watch
it,
it,
prick on the end. You could put prick on the end and call me a prick.
Why do I want to do that?
Because I am.
Well, at least you admitted it. I'm glad you did. And you're offside, son. So, 15 minutes to go. Germany have made more than a few substitutions. Spain still have a few left. Spain are obviously going to look to try to waste a bit of time. And...
you know what? I don't like doing it when you 1-0 up, because if you end up like equalising, you then got no time to get a goal back.
Yeah, you do that. You look really stupid indeed. Germany had a 1-0 lead. They were coasting, but Japan came back.
Yeah. But I didn't think they had the same levels of desire and work rate and passion that the Japanese showed. And that's why they deserve to lose that game.
Yeah. But again, as I said, a draw. If I were Germany, I'd take a draw and run, seriously, because again, it was all about being able to maintain a strong defensive shape, and at that moment they just failed. Take the draw and run, boys.
This is what Spain are going to do now. They're going to slow that game down. Look at it. They're slowing it down.
Yeah, they're slowing it down.
Yeah, passing back side to side, slowing it down, taking time with your passes.
A little bit
Germany
like the crab.
Germany not really pressing them too much is the thing.
A little bit like the crab shuffle, if you will.
Funny. Yeah, I'll give you that one. But yeah, I don't see Germany trying to press and win the ball back quickly.
No, but the
I was just
problem
gonna
the problem is I think Germany realised that they don't have the players with the speed who can sort of
Yeah,
play that game. So obviously what they're trying to do now is be a little bit patient and try and look for an opportunity to get the ball. And I don't know what Rudiger was thinking there, but he was never going to get anywhere with that.
yeah, I don't know what
And
he's doing there.
but there is some more
They
head
need to
tennis,
be
and
more
Germany do
careful.
have the ball back. And
They need to be more careful with their
let me see
passing
who that
seriously.
is.
Is it? Oh, it's still in play. Has it gone out?
Nope, I
Okay,
believe
now we still
Gnabry's
got
kept
it.
that in play.
Get it. Headed out. I think it'll be the corner. How did he keep that in? Fuck me. That was on the line as well. I swear it was.
We taught him well at the Arsenal.
Yeah, not to do that though. Not to do that. That's just madness.
Another one who got away, as was, of course, Yunus Musa, who played for the US. I wonder if you saw that photo of him and Bukayo Saka exchanging shirts.
I didn't see that actually.
Musa was
I'll
also
have to
with
have
the
a look.
Arsenal Academy, and I'm pretty certain that he and Saka played on the same youth teams for England too. And full Krug there, going full tilt, but completely missing that pass. But this is good pressure from Germany, and they're certainly trying to find their way. There's still 10 minutes for them. And like I said, if they score an equaliser, that's it. Shut up shop, take the draw and run. And then thrash Costa Rica in the third match, and all is forgiven.
I still think Germany want to win it though.
And I'll tell you one thing. If Germany, after all this, do manage to qualify for the next stage, they're going to try to consider giving honorary German citizenship to Keisha Fuller from Costa Rica. What a moment of
Oh.
opportunism that was.
Is it? Shoot! No! Break tackle in the end. It's like FIFA, you took so many touches and you got tackled.
An unfortunate slip there, but well recovered. Full Krug now. Still trying to go full tilt and wins a free kick.
This is mad.
And obviously
constant
they're trying to
pressure now.
complain about the handball.
It's not an handball. Get over it.
No. That could very well end up going to... Oh, no. You're right. Obviously, you know, they were complaining about the handball, but they do have a free kick.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh. Keep this on. Hang on.
Okay. And of course, Monday's first game will be Cameroon against Serbia. That should be quite interesting.
Yeah, early kickoff.
The wall does its job, but concedes a corner.
These concedes a corner, definitely. It's
Kimmich over there trying to... Probably wouldn't have got it anywhere. He might have gone wide, so the wall actually did him a favour. They've given him a corner.
yeah.
And it is Kimmich who will take that, right-footed in-swinger. Headed away by Alvaro Morata. And Leroy Sané was obviously trying to find his teammate, but couldn't do so.
Oh,
But this is a good defensive shape now from Germany, because obviously they knew they had to prepare for
yeah.
the breakaway. And I get what you were saying
They
about
managed to
leaving
get-
some
they managed
spaces.
to- Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but still 9 minutes left, and you know there is still time, of course, for Germany to get the...
Spain were poor in that. But
Yeah, but again, there is still some time left. Maybe Sané coming on can provide some inspiration. The Moose has had another good game tonight. Füllkrug once again going full tilt, this time on Jordi Alba. And
Exactly.
is Alba being brought off? Yes, he is. 8.8 kilometers run. Conceded a foul. Another great stint from him. And who will come on in his place? Balde! Number 14.
Balde.
Alejandro Balde.
Balde. Balde.
Wasn't there a Premiership player by the name of Balde?
I don't know. I honestly don't know, mate.
Well, this is why we have Wikipedia.
Huh. Oliver. Goal!
Never count out the Germans, and that was Füllkrug. He came into the squad as a last-minute replacement for Timo Werner and went full tilt, and that is full value. Full marks to Füllkrug. And now the puns just keep on coming. And now, what do Germany do? Do they take the draw and run, or do they possibly get greedy and go for the win? Leroy Sané there at the heart of it. I said he'd have a role to play.
Manny, go for the win. You gotta go for the win, bro.
Musiala once again outstanding.
Musiala,
and then
and get it, and then he took
what
it.
What an emphatic finish that was.
Yeah, he took that ball and he said, "Watch me finish this."
I told you, Stephen. I mean, you may have been right before, but I'm right now. And listen, if you go for the win and leave those gaps and concede, you are going to ask for trouble. But this could very well kickstart the Germans' campaign. And you can see how much that means to Hansi Flick.
Uh-huh.
So Argentina got their World Cup campaign back on track. Will this be the German Renaissance?
Wait and see. But I think they can do it with time left.
Yep. Dian Bobo Balde is what I'm thinking of. French-born Guinean footballer. I'm sure he had a stint in the Premiership.
Oh,
and it's Gnabry who's... Yeah, Gnabry's off, and he will be replaced by Hoffman. Jonas Hoffman.
Do you rate Hansi Flick as a coach? I do, to be fair. Like,
yeah,
he done it with Bayern, getting them winning the Champions League. With Bayern, and alright, it's had a challenging time since become Germany's manager, but yeah, I think I've always rated him. But there you go.
Yeah.
If not,
of course,
like,
Balde with the yeah.
I'm gonna take top elite, but definitely good manager.
Yeah. So 5 minutes left, and Germany now have to hold on and not concede any goals. Because again, as I've said, if they get greedy, they could lose whatever they have. And of course, if there's an accent aigu at the end of an E, it will be pronounced Balde. And that's more of the French Franco-African sort of thing. But Alejandro Balde here is very much a Spaniard, so I'm not sure how that name would be pronounced. Bald, maybe.
Yeah,
Balde. You never took French at school, did you?
No.
And Leroy Sané being impeded there, and will that be a free kick?
Is that a free kick? No,
nope.
It's not.
The referee rules otherwise. Well, Germany do have the ascendancy, and obviously the substitutes that have come on for Spain will have a role to play in trying to tidy things up, because they would not want to concede a last-minute winner here, or a winner at any moment for that matter.
Yeah.
And one would imagine that stoppage time will come into...
They don't want to go into that last game knowing they're in control.
Yeah, but again... And Schlotterbeck comes on for David Raum, who has played 86 minutes. Looked a bit shaky, really, and he might have grown into the game a little bit later on, but I think he's done his dash. 9.9 kilometers. Certainly run himself into the ground. 2 fouls. Not a nice statistic, and it is the German number 23, Nico Schlotterbeck, who'll be coming on. And I must admit, I do like this German uniform, all white with the black strip in the center.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I've seen better, to be fair. I think I've seen better.
I mean, obviously, whenever I think of the German team, I'm reminded of that iconic kit which they wore at Italia 90 when they beat us in the semi-finals and went on to win.
Yeah.
And I will talk about that because you weren't born then.
All I need to know is that we lost.
I wonder if you were able to catch any songs that came out. I mean, the new version of 3 Lines is rather interesting, if a little bit tame. It's coming home for Christmas.
Yeah, is it 3 lines on a sleigh?
Yep. And then there's another one by this fella named G. Watts Rants, who's famous for his classic rants on Twitter and Instagram. He released a single which was a cover version of Shakira's Waka Waka with a rap in between. We give the ball to Grealish. We're gonna win. I feel it.
Okay.
I mean, I miss the days when footballers would make these singles, because that was the time when you knew that they were one of us then. Now, of course, they're just so mollycoddled, they don't have time for any of that nonsense.
No, but do you know what the thing is, well? Right? I love it how we produce a song like that and it never comes to fruition. I love how he's picked out about Drew Grealish, yeah? But he's hardly played in the Premier League all season.
Agreed, and neither has Calvin Phillips. No, at least Grealish has played some minutes and scored some goals. Phillips has not even had an hour of game time in the Premier League. I would never have chosen Calvin Phillips, the squad.
No.
Alvaro Morata on his own.
Oh, is that a pen?
Nope, it's a corner.
It's a corner. Is that a pen? No. Is it?
Nico Schlotterbeck there with a last-ditch tackle and
perfectly onside.
Perfectly onside. The number 7 aiming for 7th heaven, but
did he get the ball? Did he get the ball?
Yes, he got the ball. He got the ball. Excellent work there from Nico.
What a tackle that is! What a tackle!
And you can see with that clenched fist how much it meant to him. But the danger isn't over. Tackle. It's a short corner. And maybe Spain might get a last-minute winner here. There's about 25 seconds to go before the end of normal time. If that does,
that'll finish. I'm sorry, that'll finish Germany.
No, again, I told you, because if they lose, they still won't be out of the competition.
Yeah, but I think mentally you'll fuck them. It will.
Let's find out how much stoppage time will be added, because I think that's also going to come to the equation. Yeah, there's going to be a fair bit, to be fair. 6 minutes.
Right, let me get this in here. There you go. My leg. I'm just getting feeling back in my leg. Hansi Flick is the only manager ever to win a treble in his first season as a manager. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, to be fair.
So that's Bundesliga, DFB Pokal, and the Champions League.
And the Champions League. And the Champions League.
He was able to do what Louis van Gaal couldn't do with Bayern Munich, because I remember it was 2010. Fantastic. It was Bayern and Inter Milan in the final. Both teams had the treble at stake.
So, yeah, in the end, 11% went for Germany out of the votes for this game. 11% went for a draw and 78% said Spanish win. So a lot of people are wrong at the moment, that is. Spain
yes, at the moment. Emphasis on at the moment.
Yeah, like we've seen mad goals at the end, trust me. Oh, did he go through? No. Spain.
Klosterman there with a very important intervention.
Good
and now
but
it is
now-
with
now
Leroy
Germany.
Sané.
What can Germany do here? Good ball. Good, nice work. Out to the left. Oh, that's poor. That was so shit. That was shit.
It reminds me of a sort of a
Mate,
situation
bruv, when you pass it, when you pass it, bruv, you need to be in front of the. It needs to be in front of the player, not behind him.
Yeah. And
He's not going to get the ball doing it behind him.
And almost getting through, and Germany win a free kick. So
yeah. That's a good tackle there.
Fine tackle that, and a
And
foul
that
there
wasn't.
by Olmo. Yeah.
Like, he's like, mate, this is how you tackle. And he said, yeah, well,
Oh
F
yeah.
you.
And once again, another brilliant take by the Moose.
Go on.
Leroy Sané.
Sané. Out into the middle. They're going to go left. No, they're going to go backwards. You ain't got time to go backwards, bruv. Oh, it's gone out for a corner.
Danny Carvajal there selling his goalkeeper a horse and delivering an absolute donkey.
He's going up for a goal for a corner.
For a corner, yes. Not a goal kick, but definitely a corner. And so Kimmich is walking over there to take it. But there's a dilemma now, because it reminds me of a situation where Donkey has 2 bales of hay and is unable to choose between them. Germany know that they could be home and dry with a draw. They just have to thrash Costa Rica, and they give themselves a great chance of qualifying.
Look, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens in the rest of this game. Let's go.
Yeah, but listen, I mean, I've said it. Take the draw and run. I do not see them going for a win. Absolutely not.
If they score, you're going to be so in the mud.
I'm aware of that.
Please score.
And bugger off.
Oh, piss off, ref. Just let them take it. Fuck. Honestly, I keep seeing that from the referees. Just let them do it, man. Ball in. High. It's gone over everyone. That was shit. Oh, he's kept it. He's going to leave it for Rudiger. Take the throw.
No, Rudiger leaves it.
Oh, mate, come on. You ran into him. You ran into him, bruv. Like, he's standing his ground, bruv. How are you going to say that's a free kick? Are you dumb? You turned and run into him. Like...
Musiala there being dispossessed by his fellow number 14 Boulder.
No, that's not good. That's not good. Oh,
yep,
Spain
and now Spain can...
Spain could break away.
But listen, it's Nico Williams against...
Nico Williams again with a tackle.
Wait. That was Goretzka, I think, not Williams.
Oh,
Williams
that's
was
Goretzka. It's through. He's got a chance to win it. No, he's played it too far. Just hit it.
Well, that would have certainly put the cat amongst the pigeons. Spain,
Lily was about to ruin you. He just had to sift it over the keeper. All he had to do was just dink it over the keeper. And
My
it's
question
in.
is, did he take it out of play, though? Because I don't know if that's a goal kick or a corner.
No. It's a corner. That's a corner. That's a corner.
Well,
I'm sorry, bro. That's not good. That's not, man. He should be scoring.
And where's Sané going? Is he being... no, he's just running a little bit further away. Corner, in swinging. And
Simon gets it.
And I think the referee's blown
That's
the whistle.
it. Blow the whistle.
I told you.
Bullshit.
Germany is still alive, and if
Mate, don't tell me they didn't go for the win. They went for the win. Like, they did go for the win. They had opportunities to win that game. Don't tell me they didn't go for the win.
I'm not going to tell you that they didn't. I will accept they had a few chances, but if you
Yeah.
take a look at the way they're celebrating, they're happy with the draw. They know that they're still alive in the competition, and you see
Yeah,
Luis
after
Enrique
I
and
would,
Hansi Flick.
to be fair, after being 1-0 down and looking like you're down and out, right? I would be celebrating the fact you managed to pull back and keep yourself in the competition, right? But they would also feel gutted that they did have chances to go and actually win that game and put themselves in a favourable position, even more favourable position. Because to be fair, like as much as yes they could thrash Costa Rica and this, that, and the other, like you want to be relying on. Don't want to be relying on other results. You want to be relying on yourself. Yeah, but we'll see. Because like if Japan draw and with Spain, they get 4 points each. See, they get 4 points. If Germany
Spain
win,
get 5.
Well, actually, no. If Spain lose, right, and Germany.
If Spain lose.
No, if Spain lose and Germany win, yeah, right, which can happen. We've seen what Japan can do, right. I'm telling you, Germany would have to outscore Spain by by 7 goals. They'd have to beat Costa Rica 7-0. You're telling me they're going to beat Costa Rica 7-0? No. Not after their Costa Rica performance in Matchday 2. No.
Do you honestly see Japan with the poor performance they put up today?
Oh, come on. You saw in the first game. Don't tell me in the first game. Like, we all said in the first game, Germany are going to walk it. Didn't we? We all said Germany will walk the first game. And look what happened. Like, it can happen. Last day, people want to get through to the next round. Anything can happen. It's knockout football.
The way
that
Spain
is knockout
playing,
football. Both games.
My dear Mr. Featley, the way Spain are playing right now, there is no way Luis Enrique will allow his men to take it easy. They will go hard.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying they're going to take it easy. Right? I'm not saying that. I'm saying that there's still a chance. After what I saw Japan do to Germany, there is still a chance that Japan could do the same thing. Right? I'm not going to put it past them. Right? We didn't believe we were going to beat Argentina in the second half. Like, if it's possible, it's possible. Right? It's possible. So, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But, yes, the most likely thing is Japan will lose and Germany will win. Right? But if Japan win, right, then, like, if Japan win, then Germany are out. Then it's like simple as. So, like, Spain know with their goal difference, they're pretty much through no matter what. So, like, yeah. So all I'm saying is just don't rule it out because it can happen.
Oh, I'm not about to rule it out.
The only reason, the only way Spain get knocked out is if Costa Rica beat Germany and Japan beat Spain. That's the only way it's going to happen. But look, that's another story. And look, that can happen, that can't happen. Like, all I'm saying is it can happen. We've seen it already in this tournament. So I'm not ruling it out. But anyway, like, we come to the end of it now. End to this watch along. Big up to everyone that's tuned in. I know there's so many watch alongs, so tuning in, getting so many people in, it's obviously going to be a struggle, but because everyone's doing content right now on the World Cup. But big up to everyone that's watched. Really appreciate you doing that. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate you if you do. Manny, where can I find you, bro?
Yeah, as usual, you can find me over here chewing the fat with my good friend Mr. Featley. You can also catch me doing some watch-alongs on Oris Talks Football and the Coach's Corner with Hanno Trollip. I am very busy during this World Cup. Shout out to a few other channels: Del Boy Gunner TV, Tony Claude Gunner TV, Danny AFC TV. Up the cherries in all departments. Bournemouth fan channel. I'll be working with them as well throughout this World Cup, and several other channels who I don't know if I can name at this point. Football United with Anthony Herbert. I've been on this show twice now. Always a pleasure, and I know that he is currently not doing too well with COVID, but seems to be recovering well. Anthony, mate, take care of yourself. Know that we all love you over here, and I'm enjoying doing what I'm doing, talking football with like-minded fans of all ages, and just again, we are basically united not just by our dislike of teams, but our love for the game. And we obviously want to make sure that we don't engage in too much banter, but also just have some respectful debates, enjoy a game of football, and enjoy each other's company, because it's all about bringing people together. So, Stephen, thanks for having me on as always. I hope to come on again very soon. Until then, all of you take care of yourselves, stay safe, stay happy, have a good Monday. Do not do anything Stephen or I wouldn't do. And for now, I'm out.
Right, there you go. Can't say much other than that, can you? Make sure you hit the like on both King's Football Show. Give him some love. Get him up to, I think he's up to, needs to get up to 300. Get him up to 300 subs right now. Please do so. Like, make sure you hit that like button. Join the membership down below by hitting the join. One price is at $1.99 and onward upwards. Great perks in between it. All the money goes to Children's Disease Foundation, as well as every super chat. And also, and if you look in the video description, if you want to donate directly to the charity, and YouTube don't take 40% of it, you can directly do it through the Just Giving page that we've got set up in the video description below. So make sure you check that out. Go and join the World Cup Fantasy, like I've already said. All the code and link is in the video description. We're back again with Cameroon versus Serbia in the morning. But keep an eye out what's going to go on tomorrow, because I might change it around, because Talk's invited me for a watch along. So I was going to do a talk. I was going to do a watch along with him. So I've been meaning to do content to him for ages on his channel. So we're gonna sort that out. So yeah, make sure you hit the like, you hit the share, you hit the subscribe, and yeah, we'll catch you late. We'll catch you tomorrow. Until then, stay safe, stay well, and bye.